A stranger to me is just someone you haven't met yet.
Someone that we don't know well.
A friend you haven't met yet.
Someone who's foreign to you. Never met them before, maybe never even seen them in passing. I would say that's a stranger.
I think I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
If I know their first name, they're not a stranger anymore. But it doesn't mean we're good friends. Once we get the name, then we're business.
Someone you don't know or someone you're not really close to.
Just someone you don't know.
Cancer.
No, but close. I'm a Pisces.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so close.
But I have a Sag moon.
Good. Okay, so let's get started. My name is Marissa.
My name is Veda.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And then we're just gonna answer some questions, and then at the end we'll answer questions for each other.
Okay, fine.
So I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Do you clap when a plane lands?
No, I'm usually waking up to the clapping, grumpily.
I've actually only taken one flight. Like, I've only been to San Diego and back, but I was kind of nervous the whole time, so I also don't clap, but I don't think I would clap if I was used to flying either.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not...
I understand the sentiment, because it's like, whoa, we just flew in the sky and then landed, and that's so cool, and like, thank God I'm alive. But it's just not, doesn't make sense really.
It's not. It's not me.
Yeah, okay. What is a Philly staple that you can't get behind?
Oh, I know a lot of people like load up on hoagies, and we were literally just talking about food earlier, but I can't. Like, I am not really like a vegetable girly, especially like, okay, I like just recently started liking tomatoes, but like lettuce, tomato, onion, can't do it. Like,
okay, so you associate hoagies with that combination of vegetables.
that, but also maybe like some peppers. Like, my brother gets peppers, but I can't do it.
Okay, yeah. I think mine, like, though I do love a soft pretzel, I think they're overrated. And I think I burned out on them a little in my first year living in Philly.
Yeah.
Because they were at my work, and
yeah, because they're so common.
they're hyped up so much that you go overboard.
Yeah, it's very easy to like get too much.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. No, I get
Whole
that.
pretzel and stuff like that.
Especially if they're like bad, because then they're like really doughy, and that kind of like takes away from the experience too.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think you are authentic online? Ooh. Oh.
I don't know how possible that is.
I definitely, I like, and myself, I would say online, but there's definitely still things I wouldn't show online. Like, I definitely wouldn't say that what you see now is what you see there. But like, I would say it's like 80%.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
That's good. That's healthy.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, like if it's too authentic, I feel like that can kind of blur the lines.
It just, yeah, because then it's like, well, I guess it just depends on what role you want, like, social media to play in your life. Some people do use it as a diary. I have done that in the past. I think right now, I think I would say I'm, like, authentic online because I'm not really thinking too hard about what I'm putting online.
Right.
But I also, like, do obviously care to some degree how I am, like, perceived online,
Yeah.
which is why I choose
So
not
like
to think too hard.
Yeah, 80%.
Yeah. Okay, what object would you replace your hands with if you had to?
Oh. It would probably be, I don't want to, the first thought was the like tiny hands, you know, how people do that. But I
that's
think
funny.
what I would actually replace it to like still be able to grab onto things would be like tongs.
I had the thought. Too.
Like I would still want to be like, able to hold things, you know? Like I feel like, you know, a lot of people do it for the bit, but I want to be able to like use them too.
Totally. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you? What would you?
I think I would just want something that feels really good when you're like scratching your head or like a pet, like some sort of like comb situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know those little things that people use on like
Yeah,
their
yeah,
head?
no, like the
Something
whisk
like-
that's like cut open at the
yeah,
top, and you can
just
I
massage
would
your
love,
head.
yeah, I would love if my hands were that.
Have you ever used one of those?
I have used one of those in like a Brookstone or something, you know.
Oh, because I have it. Because like my hair is like really curly, so like it's kind of hard. Like I kind of don't want to have it get stuck in my
yeah,
hair.
definitely.
Because like
There's a way to like play with curly hair,
yeah,
and if you do it wrong, you're gonna tangle it.
yeah. Like I combed it this morning, but like it's definitely still tangled, even like though it's only been like 5 hours. Okay, this is question 5. What makes you feel welcomed in a new space?
Sarcasm. I think if someone's willing to be a little dry and like take the risk to be a little rude even or tactless, and then it's like funny, that makes me feel welcome and like comfortable.
Yeah, I think like, how do you feel, and you know, honestly too, but like, how do you feel if they're kind of like, oh, you know, trying to make small talk, like, oh, you know, how are you? And yeah, no.
It's nice. It definitely makes me feel more welcome than if like they were not giving me the time of day, which happens, but it doesn't make me feel more comfortable.
Right.
It just makes me feel like this is like someone who cares that I am being talked to. You know?
Yeah, no.
How about you?
I would probably agree with that. Like, if it feels kind of like, maybe not like old friends because we talk a little crazy to each other sometimes, but like if they're willing to be like, I guess, actually, no, I'm thinking like maybe it is small talk. But like, if we're willing to like bond over things, like recently I like was with a group of people that I didn't really know, and they were like, oh, you know, did you watch this growing up? Like little like get to know you questions, I feel like for me kind of help because even if you like don't get it, like if you don't agree with like a certain take that they have, I feel like that like kind of opens the conversation. I feel like I can get more comfortable that way. Like if you're like, oh, did you like this show? And I'm like, actually, no, it was trash. So like, let's talk about it.
Totally.
I feel like that can like open the conversation, make me feel more
Definitely.
comfortable.
Yeah, that's true. That's just like a baseline. Good thing to do, I think. Yeah. But yeah. If there's room for like a little bantering, like joke making, and it's not so like formulaic, like where are you from, like what do you do, what do you study, whatever, then that's gonna like get me more comfortable.
Yeah,
faster.
like especially being in college, you always have the, okay, where are you from? What's your major?
Yeah, like the welcome week, like the orientation.
All of the icebreakers.
Bulldozing.
Where it's like, oh, actually, no. Do you like this music?
Yeah.
Do you like what I'm listening to or whatever?
That's always a good avenue to go down.
Yeah, because again, even if you don't listen to the same music, it's like, oh, wait, maybe I can check them out. You know what I mean? Like, I
Totally.
feel like it's definitely, like, get to know you questions can either be kind of like corny icebreakers, but like can also be a good segue to actually make you feel more comfortable.
It's
in
all about
space.
how receptive you are to just like, that goal of like connecting with someone you don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Okay. In what spaces are you most outgoing?
Oh, actually, I'm pretty introverted. Like, I don't consider myself an outgoing person at all. Like, I get very nervous to like talk first, to like initiate kind of like relationship, like friendships and all that.
Yeah.
Because I always, like, I have this anxiety of being not perceived, but like rejected as opposed to like perceived. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, no, that's my classmate. Like, I don't want to say friend because what if they're like, I don't like you, girl. Like, you are not my type of person to be around, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like there's not a specific area in my life, like, not school, not work, where I'm like, yeah, I can be totally, you know, outgoing, and I can start these conversations. I can kind of, maybe not lead. If I have to lead, I will lead. But, like, to initiate conversations and all of that, that's not me.
So where do you think you're most outgoing though? What kinds of spaces?
I think I would probably, maybe when I'm working on a project at school,
Okay.
because we kind of like have to be, so it kind of like forces me out of my
Yeah, you're
comfort zone
passionate.
sometimes. Yeah, so like to get the job done.
And maybe it's helpful also to like know your role and your place in like whatever project, and then like feel confident that whoever you're collaborating with like wants to be there with you. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I don't know. I think like, I don't know. This is a really tough question to answer. I don't know. I think I'm pretty outgoing in most spaces that I'm in. Yeah. I think that if there's a lot of women in whatever space I'm in, I'm gonna be way more comfortable and outgoing. Anything that's like involving like creative, like me, like art or like performance is usually a space that I feel comfortable being outgoing in.
Yeah, especially with women. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a big part of it.
All right. Let's try and speed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. What animal do you think you'd be? Oh.
Ooh. I always say manatee, but yeah, I think I'm a manatee.
Oh, why?
Well, see, this is the thing. When people ask questions like this, I don't know if it's which animal do I love the most or which animal like am I. Okay, I love like aquatic mammals,
Right.
and I love like the climate that they live in, and I love the types of bodies of water you can find them in, and I
Okay.
think they're really cute and sweet. So yeah,
Yeah,
and I
no,
love
okay.
elephants. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's good. I would
What
probably
about you?
be like a bird of some sort.
Oh,
So I can
whoa.
just leave.
That's
like-
cool. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
so
like they're
cool.
very free, you know? Like
Yeah.
maybe something
You're
small
like
like
a
a yeah, like a sparrow
Yeah.
or something, because
Oh,
I always thought they
whoa.
were so cute, and I watched a movie about a sparrow growing up.
Yeah.
So it kind of like stuck with
What
me.
was the movie?
I think it was something like called Sparrow or something. I can't.
Oh.
It was like a cartoon
Oh, okay.
years ago.
Okay.
So
But it stuck with you.
yeah, it stuck with me. So I think I would be a sparrow.
That's beautiful. I have a debilitating fear of birds,
Right. Okay.
but that's awesome.
Okay.
And I respect them. I respect their game. I'm scared of them.
Valid, actually.
Do you feel comfortable being approached by strangers?
In certain, I'm more comfortable with women approaching me than I am men. At work, it doesn't matter. Anyone can come up to me. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. But that's kind of because I have to be. But like out in the open, out in public.
Just like out there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Out in the wilderness. Out in public, I would prefer no one to come up to
Okay.
me. But like, I wouldn't say I'll like shoo them away, you know? Like I am open to talking to someone and being approached, especially if they need like directions or like a bus time or something like that. But it just depends on the topic of the conversation, because if you're gonna flirt with me, please go away, you know?
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
How about you?
And unfortunately, that's like the most often way to be approached by strangers. But yeah, no, I love it. I welcome it. Not the flirting part, like being approached by strangers.
Right.
And I also, I was gonna ask if it happens to you often. I think that like some people have an energy that welcomes like a stranger's like whatever interest, and some people just are like so visibly zoned into their own thing that it won't happen. But I think something about me attracts strangers.
Same.
With like, yeah, a lot of questions and like random stuff.
Yeah, literally last week, me and this lady were talking about the bus and like how it was detoured, and I was like, right, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
We're bonding right now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
It's so
I'm okay
fun.
with that. Yeah.
It's actually so fun, yeah.
So it was nice. It ended up being a 3-person conversation.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then we got on the bus and no one talked to each other. And
Yeah, but
that's so-
that's also really beautiful.
to like know your limits, know
Yeah.
the boundaries, and respect it.
And then also be like, we are strangers, but we can connect still, and then we're still
Yeah.
strangers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I do appreciate that. Right. What is your favorite movie franchise?
Oh no, I don't know.
Ooh.
Okay, if franchise means it has to be like a series, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I guess I would have to say like the Narnia movies.
Oh, really?
I can't think of anything else. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, I loved them.
Very
as a kid.
nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I only saw the first one. But I would choose like Transformers.
Okay.
Like growing
That's
up,
cool.
I really loved like the first and second movies.
Okay.
I did end up watching like the third and fourth,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like for me, they're just so well done. Like
Yeah.
like
Wait,
I feel,
yeah.
like I feel like CGI and like any type of special effects can be like kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
But I feel like Transformers just does it so well. So that's my top 10.
That's awesome. I don't think I've seen a full Transformers movie, to be honest. Megan
Fair.
Fox is in one, right?
She's in the first two.
Okay, and two. Like I feel like I know that, but I haven't.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you take off your shoes at home?
Now, okay, listen. Yes and no. Like now I do it a lot, but for us, like on carpet, we have to take it off. Like
Yeah.
there's no choice.
On carpet. Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, so like in a Latin household, they want you to kind of like have something on your feet. So like we have hardwood on like our first floor. So like if I walk through the house, you can sweep it up or mop, but like on carpet, we do want to take it off. But I feel like
Okay, yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
yeah, I think we stopped caring about it a couple years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you live with your family?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So it's like the rules, the norms you grew up with.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about
yeah,
you?
Yeah, I'm like a shoes off household, grew up that way. It's also just like a comfort thing. Though I do have a pair of house slippers. That's like an adult me thing, development. It's not something I grew up with. But I've gotten a little loose with it. It's just there's some rooms where I like simply won't have my shoes on. It's just if I'm like running into the house to grab something.
Yeah.
I used to be really like auspicious about it and be like, I gotta do this because like I would get yelled at. But now I'm loose with it.
Yeah.
Bathroom and kitchen, absolutely not.
Bathroom and kitchen is a little crazy. I do think, I'd never get that far into the house without taking my shoes off.
Yeah.
Like I definitely always have like chancletas, like flip-flops.
Yeah, totally.
But like sneakers always at the back of the house, that's
Yeah.
a little crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Like when I could stop and like take them off.
Yeah.
So I think we're running a little bit short on time.
Okay,
So we're gonna go to the last question.
sure.
And then talk it out. So this we're actually going to answer for each other. So what superlative would you award this person?
Oh, whoa.
Like-
Okay. I think, obviously I don't know you very well.
Right.
I think that your superlative is hard, so it's an extreme, so I have to say the most.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, like, we don't have to go that extreme. Like, we can.
I would say you're like probably, I would say extremely approachable actually. Like even though I know you mentioned that like you're not the most comfortable in certain settings or like the most outgoing person, I think you're a very easy person to talk to.
Oh, well, thank you. That's like kind of a kryptonite too, because again, people talk to me a lot.
Yeah,
And sometimes I'm like,
that makes sense.
I would rather go home. Please
Yeah.
go away. But for me, well, for you, I would say, I would probably like, you're very, I don't want to say, the word I'm thinking of is not right.
Say it.
I was going to say like soft, but like not soft. Like you're very kind.
Aw.
And I feel like you bring such like serene and energy. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
great. Thank you.
like talking to you, like I feel just more comfortable. Like, you know, like before we started, I was like, I'm gonna cry. But like
No.
doing this, I feel like you made it really easy, I think, to cut off.
That's awesome. Okay.
But I believe that's all we have time for.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of From Every Angle. Thank you so much.
I went to meet my ex's family in Arkansas like 2 years ago, and they had never really seen other people of color. And yeah, I stood out like you wouldn't believe, you know, if you can believe that. And so that was a challenge. And I did kind of feel awkward and out of place, but we were able to get through it at the end, and it was a good time.
Just being in a crowd,
Especially if you're like lost in a crowd. Maybe you came with a group of people and now you're kind of just wandering.
My family all lives super far away, and even though I did know them, I guess, I did sometimes feel like a stranger within like my own culture, you know, where I felt like an outsider, you know.
I came from a small town in Connecticut, and I think when I first moved to Philly, I came because I went to Temple, and it was a little jarring at first. There's so many people. It's such a big school, and it was extremely intimidating at first.
We're like going to parties where I know one person or two people, and they're talking to other people, so I don't have anybody to talk to. So it's I'm in a room of people who are kind of like me in theory. We have the same type of relationship, but I'm not talking to them, and it's very alienating, and that's probably the time I felt most like a stranger.
Poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow once said, "Music is the universal language of mankind." Hi, my name is Marissa, and I am what they call a K-pop multi-stan, which just means that I am a fan and follow many different groups. Here are my credentials. These are albums, these are light sticks, and I wanted to talk about K-pop and the connections we make through K-pop. Now, the reason I wanted to start with a Longfellow quote is because a lot of people have an aversion, for some reason, to K-pop, literally because it is in a different language that they may not understand. However, as K-pop stans, we know that language literally doesn't matter. As long as the music's good, we're gonna be tuning in. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about K-pop in particular is because I, as an avid music listener, have gone to American pop concerts and K-pop concerts. And they are drastically different. And I don't necessarily mean performance-wise, because American pop artists and K-pop artists are all amazing in their own right. They're very talented and they're very good performers. But I mean in the way of community. You know, like, I don't know anyone that I went to a concert with outside of my friends or family that I've gone with. Like, I didn't know the girl sitting next to me. I didn't know the friend sitting in front of me or behind me. But it felt like we had more of a connection when it was at a K-pop concert. And if you've gone to a K-pop concert, you know that people go out of their way to spend time and money to make freebies to give away to other fans at the venue. Whether it's bracelets or keychains or posters or lyrics, you know, they'll take the time to do all of this and hand it out free of charge. You know, it's such a cool way to connect with people because it feels like you're talking to a friend. It doesn't feel like it's those people that stand outside at the end of concerts and try to sell you, you know, merchandise, or even at K-pop concerts, they'll try and sell you like K-pop albums. Like, they'll have like a bunch on a table and they'll try and sell that to you. But these other fans make it feel like you've known each other for such a long time, and that's so important because I feel like that kind of elevated my experience as a K-pop fan and kind of connected me further to the groups themselves. Like, the first experience I had with this is at the 17 concert, and I was approached by these other girls and they were like, "Hey, do you want a bracelet?" And I was like, yeah, and can I grab one for my mom because she's here with me? And they were like, "Yeah, of course." And, you know, I got to get 2 bracelets. My mom does have it. I didn't take it, I promise. But I got to have kind of this memory, like memorabilia from this group, and I didn't have to spend money for it. And it made me realize that, like, oh my gosh, I love 17. These other girls love 17, and the love that they have for them, for the group, makes them spread that love to other people that they literally don't know. Like, Again, I didn't know those girls' names, and I still don't. I actually think I lost a paper with their Instagrams on it. But like going out of your way to make these bracelets, to print these posters, to print these like photos is such, like, it's so near and dear to my heart, and I feel like other K-pop fans can relate to it.
Like, it's not about the free stuff, although freebies are so amazing. It's more about the physical memories of those nights where kind strangers who love the same idol groups that you do bond over that music and bond over those groups. And nothing else can be.
I've trolled many people online, and it's resulted in a nice, type of banter relationship with that person. But no, I would never be romantic or friends with them in real life.
Tinder. So if that counts, then yeah, that's how I met my partner, / many other random people who I don't ever talk to again.
I have for friendship. Yeah, like I follow people, like maybe I like how like they dress, or like, you know, like I work like secular as a nurse, so I followed other people who were nurses, and then like, you know, you get to talk about schedule and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say not romantic, but I would say for friendship.
I don't think I've ever had a friendship come out of an online interaction.
I met my first high school boyfriend on a band's message board.
I'd say no. I feel like most of us have, and it's all kind of been our times of keyboard warriorship. But very much for me, I've come to just mostly minding my own business online.
Not exactly romantic, but a friendship, definitely.
I'm hungry. Whoa.